So we got some breaking news from Attorney General Merrick Garland at the Department of Justice. Let's take a look at it. It's a press conference and it's involving TD Bank. So let's see what's going on. I haven't seen the video, so I'm watching it right along with you guys.
And now to the subject of today's announcement.
Okay.
Today, TD Bank pled guilty to multiple felonies,
Oh, wow.
including conspiring to violate the Bank Secrecy Act and commit money laundering.
Wait a minute. Money laundering? Money laundering? What is? But I got a question though. Don't y'all believe that banks have been money laundering for a long time? I mean, when you talk about people like El Chapo and Nicky Barnes back in the 70s and the Gambino crime family, and they putting their money in and out of banks. That one guy from the 80s, Scarface. I mean, all them bags of money they was told. That was a movie, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a damn movie.
TD Bank has also agreed to a $1.8 billion criminal penalty,
God dang.
combined with civil enforcement actions announced today by other agencies. The United States will be imposing a total of approximately $3 billion against.
The government just came up on $3 billion from a bank. So if you owe it TD Bank, you might want to get your money out because you know they're going to make that money on ATM fees and overdraft fees. They're going to get that $3 billion back. Trust me.
Against TD Bank.
Mm.
TD Bank created an environment that allowed financial crime to flourish.
Mm.
By making its services convenient for criminals, it became one. Today,
Wait a minute, Merrick. He said by letting criminals flourish in their bank, they became a criminal. God.
TD Bank became the largest bank in U.S. history to plead guilty to Bank Secrecy Act program failures, and the first bank in history to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit money laundering.
They might as well close down.
This is also the largest ever penalty under the Bank Secrecy Act, and the first time the Justice Department has assessed a daily fine against a bank.
Wait a minute. So the $1.3 billion fine plus fees and interest and penalties, or is it the $3 billion? But whatever it is, it's a daily interest rate, a daily.
As part of the plea agreement, TD
they better pay
Bank
that money
will
fast.
fundamentally restructure its corporate compliant program at its U.S.-based bank,
Wow.
which is the 10th largest in the United States.
Wow.
The bank has also agreed to the imposition of a 3-year monitorship and a 5-year term of probation.
They're on probation.
While the bank
A bank is on probation. Somebody from the government is going to be in their office monitoring every transaction. And the bank is on probation. Does the bank have to have an ankle monitor? That's
bank has started its remediation. It will continue to remediate and improve its anti-money laundering compliance program to ensure that the bank operates lawfully and safely moving forward.
Who gonna want to put their money in this bank?
In addition to obtaining today's corporate felony pleas, the Justice Department has also prosecuted 24 individuals for their involvement in money laundering schemes that moved over $670 million in illicit funds through TD Bank accounts. So far,
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. I got some for that. So let me tell you what Navy Fed does from time to time. It's happened to me twice. One time when I was a sergeant, I wake up every morning and I check my Navy Fed before I go PT. So one day I get up in the morning, I do what I got to do. I sit down, I check my Navy Fed. I had $11.3 million in my checking account. I logged out. Ain't no way, boy. I logged out. And I logged back in. I had $11.3 million sitting in my checking account. I logged out. So what I did was I didn't wake up my wife. I didn't wake up the kids. I went to the gym. I did my regular routine. I said, look, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to my office. I'm going to sit at my desk and I'm going to log in again. If I log in again and that money's still there. So I normally do about an hour and a half in the gym. Now I did about 30 minutes in the gym. I did 30 minutes. I took a shower. I ran to my office. I got to my office, logged in. I had my regular money. I had about $800. Hey. So So I called Navy Fed and I looked at my transactions. It showed I had 15 million, 7 million, 4 million, 3 million, but my balance was like 11.3. I said, what's going on with my account? And give me my money back. The lady was laughing. She said, no. She said, we had some international money come through. So we put that money in our members' accounts before we move it over to somewhere else. So that particular night, we used your account to move money over. But no, it's fine. No, you're good. Everything balanced out. I said, man, you don't understand how that. And then on top of that, when I logged in again, all those 11 million, 5 million, $4 million transactions, they had been wiped out of my account. So I never even, oh my, they did that to me twice. But that's what he's talking about. I know I went through a long story, but that's what he's talking about. He's saying that they used other people's accounts to transfer this money in and out. But that money was fraudulent, drug laundered money, not legit transactions from overseas money.
Justice Department has charged two TD Bank employees for their involvement in one of these schemes. Pursuant to the plea agreement, TD Bank is required to fully cooperate with the Justice Department's investigation of the bank and any of its officers, directors, and employees. If the bank fails to do so, it will again be subject to criminal prosecution in which the statement of facts that are part of the plea agreement may be used as evidence against it.
Yeah, you violated your probation. The bank would have violated its probation. That's crazy.
Our criminal investigations into individual employees at every level of TD Bank are active and ongoing.
Every level. Every level. This man said every level. Everybody is getting investigated at TD Bank. So that means from the bank teller up to the, oh my goodness.
As is the case in all corporate criminal matters, no one involved in TD Bank's illegal conduct will be off limits.
That is crazy. So look, I'm going to say this. I'm glad that the Justice Department is doing stuff like this. But I got a question though. I know you're going after the money launderers, which is cool. So now criminals know that they can't put their money in banks. They can't exchange big bills for small bills or small bills for big bills and all this other good stuff. But now we need to do one more thing, Justice Department, Department of Homeland Security. We need to do one more thing. If you want to stop drugs from coming into this country, don't just go after the borders where the Latinos and the Mexicans or whatever just coming through the Canadian border or the Mexican border. Don't just go through the borders. How about we inspect every container at the ports? Drugs are getting through those containers. And because the inspectors only spot check certain things, drugs get through. Now, I know we got some good technology and we stop a lot of drugs coming in. I know y'all sit there and take a picture of that big spread with the money and the cash and the weapons. But how about we start inspecting? Here's another good thing. How about we hire enough people to inspect those containers? That way you hire Americans to do the job, so Americans are working and providing money to the economy. We're inspecting all of the containers so that no container is going by unscathed, and we're stopping the drug flow from coming into this country. So how about we do that? If we're attacking the money launderers, so the big question is, don't go after the drug dealer on the street. Go after the big guy, because the drug dealer just trying to feed his daughter, per Biggie, a la Biggie Smalls. We're not trying to, we could punish those guys, but let's get the big wigs. Let's go a little bit further. Let's do what you did. Get the money launderers at the banks. Get J.P. Morgan and all those other, and Morgan Stanley and all these large banks, TD Bank and all that. Get them. But let's go after the ports. Let's check those ports and let's inspect every container. What do you think?